Hello,
Yeah, my name is
can
Prem
you hear
Sar.
me? Okay.
Yeah,
How are you? I'm Mariana.
yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Are you where are you calling from?
I'm from India.
Okay. And are you just doing conversation today?
Yeah, it's free conversation. I want to do free conversation. That
Okay.
I want to be fluency in English. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm family and I'm I'm Indian and I'm living in southern part of India. My state is Karnataka and uh, my city is it's a small city. It's called Bidar. Yeah,
Okay.
and that India is a huge country and it's a diverse country and a
Mm-hmm.
rich country. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm working in a government sector under government sector as a district level officer. I'm working
Okay.
for the tribe people. You know, tribe people,
No. Thai?
tribe, tribal.
Oh, tribal. Tribe. Okay.
Yeah, I'm working for those people that now in my city and in my district that almost 230,000 people are there in my district, and we facilitate them a lot of schemes. And for their development, that government created one department like tribal welfare department. I am
Okay.
working under that department, and I am a district level officer. I have 5 blocks, and I have block level officers and staff, and whatever they are lack of education and employment, and we facilitate them like housing, drinking water, roads, drainage, and employment skills. We give them training, and we are running in our department residential schools that from 6th grade to 12th grade, that those people will get free education, and we give them
Wow.
scholarship money, and if they want to go abroad education, we will facilitate them, and we will give assistance to them, and we sanction them scholarships and whatever their maintenance fee also. Yeah, and we will make in their colonies roads, all those things.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a new like program, or you've been doing this for a long time?
Yes, I'm working in this department since 2 years. I've been working.
Okay. That sounds
Yeah.
like a lot. There's a lot of different work jobs that you have to kind of do.
Yeah. That before that, from 2004 to 2010, I was a high school teacher.
Oh,
I Yeah, I was teacher, and I was a social. I taught social science, means social study, to high school students. And in 2008, that I want to upgrade, means my service, and I passed that civil service examination, and through that I came to this department. I'm since 2010 to 2000 almost 22, I served in similar department, like it's a different department, but teams are same. But now, since 2 years, I have been working in this department.
wow. Okay. So going from high school teaching to this, you're still you're like serving the community in a different way, I guess.
Yeah,
You you
yeah,
still get to work with children too, right?
yeah, it's different. As a high school teacher, I was taught to students, and it's in limited so that in classrooms only I can talk to those students.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a different area that I now I am servicing those means. in widened area like district place.
Mm-hmm.
So particularly we have service particular community and tribe people. They are migrated from different part of India. That central part of India, they migrate to many parts of the many cities. They migrated. They were migrate one place to another place, and finally they settle down in my district. Some means 235 families, or almost 250 families are there in my city. They are migrate from means central India to this southern part of India, means in my city. They now settle. Their language, their appearance, and their culture, everything is different from us.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we facilitate them. We do service for those people.
Is there like conflict when they arrive because of those differences, or has it been pretty smooth, like integrating or living together?
It's not conflict related. That certain schemes are there in our department. Though means we have institutions, we have residential schools, and we teach them in English medium. And yeah, slowly, though those people they gaining momentum, and they come forward, and they mingle with other people, and yeah, their culture everything is different, but now they are yeah, it's good, but they are shy people. They are shy people, and they wanted to respect from others, because their language, their culture, everything is different, and they are illiterate people. And now almost it's in those families, it's almost the first generation to getting education now. So yeah, that we are doing best, our best, and yeah, they are getting good education, and few people they got job also.
Wow. And you are from this district that you live in? You've lived there your whole life?
Yeah, I born and brought up in this district, from this district, and I'm serving in this district now. But before that, I served in other districts also.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so have you, like, do you have like a really deep connection there? Have you lived other places? Like, what have you done?
In other places also, I did very good job,
Mm-hmm.
and even that whether everything was means environment, whether everything was different from this place. Yeah, some part of like that coastal area, that was very developed area. So I did there also my job, and that was different from this area, and it was developed, and that working of style, everything is different from these places. And those people are aware of their life, and yeah, definitely they are 20 30 years uh, means they are they developed from these now at present I am working to this place. They are very developed. So I worked there also, and working here also, and in other district, or in other district also. So different people are there, and working style and everything is different there.
And
But
what do you
schemes are,
do? Huh, go ahead.
yeah, schemes are same. So we facilitate them all facilities.
And do you have any hobbies outside of work? You have a family?
Yeah, yeah, it's a good question you asked me. That beside my work, that it's also one of my hobby to learn English, to talk different people, means with native speaker. That I was learned English up to 10th grade only as a second language. But after
Mm.
that, in pre-university and university level, I didn't learn English. I learned, I studying in my language, mother tongue, my language.
Okay.
So that I thought that the English is better. That it was in my mind when I am studying as a degree. Uh, I would learn English. I speak good English to other people, and I'm actually a speaker. Means I go to gatherings, like gatherings means religious gatherings and social gatherings are there, and even my meetings in I have subordinates in our department. So that time, sometime I give lecture to them also. Mm, yeah, uh, beside my work. So that time, it's better to learn English, and English is an international language, and
Mm-hmm.
we can we can gain a lot of knowledge from English because most of the original books they are from English, and I thought that in our studies also that many books translated from English to our regional language.
Mm-hmm.
It yeah, it's good to read original books, and that's why I want to learn English, and I want to learn different culture and their food, traveling, everything. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why read, I read many books, and I have been reading even now also many books, and I'm a Buddhist, and every day I read Buddha and his Dhamma. Means
Mm.
Dhamma means his gospel, his religion. Every day reading morning and evening whenever I get time, and after fresh up I go to in front of Buddha's idol and do meditation and read Buddha and his Dhamma morning and evening. It's in English. Once I have completed, but I am reading more books about Buddha and lot of social reformers and political like revolutionaries when means political revolutionaries and social reformers like
Mm-hmm.
like in US, Martin Luther King uh, and Washington and all those people that they they fought for equality, fraternity, liberty,
Mm-hmm.
for
Good.
yeah. So that's why I thought even in India also that many reformers, many leaders, they fought for equality, fraternity, liberty.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I read those books in English. I have read plenty of books. Like whenever I get time, I read those books, and in free time, I surfing Google and watching news uh, and listen BBC News uh, and
Yeah.
yeah, whenever I get time. But speaking with other people is very less here because I have no surroundings these English speakers people. So that's why find out that Canva is good to speak native speakers, like US,
Yeah.
Canada, and Australia, South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
From all
Mm-hmm.
native speakers, I am speaking regularly since 4 to 5 months.
Wow. Yeah, you're doing really well, I think.
Yeah, and you know that I influenced from US people like Hollywood actresses like Lady Gaga and yeah, Angelina Jolie, Lady Gaga, and Winfrey and Michelle Obama, Ivanka Trump. Whenever I have time, I utilize that time and I listen those people, uh, what speeches. Yeah.
From any of the books that you've been reading, like the revolutionary social reformers, those types. Is there anyone whose ideas have like kind of spoken to you the most that you resonate with, you know?
Yeah, that I uh, like uh, like in our Indian society, that was like in your country, like in US, Martin Luther King and Abraham Lincoln. Those people who fought for equality in our country, also in India, that one person, he was great person, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
Mm-hmm.
He was a great uh, educationist that uh, he he gained that almost two PhDs from US, and he passed bar at law, means as a lawyer in UK before means early 20th century. I'm speaking about early 20th century in that time. So he was a in your country like US and UK, that color people are there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there was discrimination. There was discrimination that time, but now um, all are equal in your country. Even my country also in India, that untouchability is there in Indian society. So he was from untouchable community. So there was
Mm-hmm.
no education. Yeah, there was no education for those people. He sat outside the classroom and learned. Means he studied from. He sat outside the classroom. Uh, Whatever he want, means like tiffin or like food and water, he should brought from his home only. He was not, means he was not what we called, he denied for those facilities in schools.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the first person to, in that time, that he was first person to pass in matriculation. And he took scholarship from kings, those time that those were kingdoms were there. So they helped, they kings were helped him. So he got higher education in those countries like UK, USA, and Germany. And almost he got doctorate from Columbia University.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in US, almost in 1916 and 1917. He was the most in all time in Columbia University from beginning to now only. From that university, he was the most influential person in the world, in Indian society.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they kept idol in front in the university. It means in university they kept his idol. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's idol was there in university.
Okay.
And yeah, in India, that everywhere you wander in India, so you can see those idols. Highest statues are there in India. So he wrote Indian Constitution. He gave all facilities to those people, oppressed, depressed, and women and labor people. He gave
Mm-hmm.
all facilities. He gave voting power to all people. So he fought all those contemporary leaders. So they don't want to give all those facilities to these people. He fought for their rights and their duties, and he wrote the Indian Constitution. Now we are enjoying that Constitution in India. Through that we got uh, here equality. There is no discrimination. We are
Mm-hmm.
accessible of the schools, water, everything that once upon it was denied to us.
So
Okay,
are so that's like because there used to be a caste system, right?
yeah, caste
But
system.
that the new constitution they got rid of that.
Yeah, new
Or
constitution. Yeah, the caste system was abolished.
mm-hmm. Okay.
If we celebrate, there is a punishment. If practice anyone, there is a
Mm-hmm.
punishment to those people, but you are not fully be eradicated. Okay, so if you go to that, you know that India is a uh, rural, like 70% people of Indian, they are living in rural areas, and only 30% of the people they are living in urban area. That even in that Indian system is social system is like it's a caste system. There is rich people, and yeah, you know that four kind of caste, uh, four type of castes are there. Okay, upper caste, okay, upper lower caste, middle caste, and lower caste. So wherever you go, you go to in Indian society, that people will, you ask first your name, and then they want to try to know what is your caste. If they find their own caste are that near to, like, if they are higher caste, then if they find out that you are from higher caste, upper caste, then they will continue their speaking and their relation with you people. Otherwise they uh, neglect to other people, like even it's also happening that after 60 years, even yesterday or before yesterday, I watched that after 60 years also, that in one village, even they uh, means they denied to have slippers in main street in the village. They gave complaint to police, and with their protection they have the slippers in main streets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they thought that upper caste people thought that walking in main street, these lower caste people, that their god will punish all people uh, to that village.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you
So
know if you don't ask someone directly what their caste is? Is there certain things that will tell you, like their last name or how they look, or
definitely that in Indian caste there is uh, uh, upper caste, their name is like their name and their surname is different. Okay,
mm-hmm.
and lower caste people name and surname is different. They can find out easily on the basis of name and surname.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that 4 years back that that we have like administrative highest Indian highest it's a post in Indian administrative level, means Indian Administrative Service, IAS.
Okay.
That, yeah, so uh, that one commission recommended that when evaluators evaluators when they knew that this person is from this caste, then they suppose he is upper caste, evaluator suppose he is upper caste and the paper is from lower caste, like name it will the indication that name their caste also. That's why that committee recommended you don't show the main page to the evaluator, because they
Mm-hmm.
knew the name and their surname, and they will give you less marks.
Mm-hmm.
He is from lower caste. If we give him highest marks, then he come forward.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you ask very good question that we have that kind of mentality in here in our Indian society.
Yeah.
That
They had.
mean those examination, many people they are good in what examination, but they uh, uh, they got less marks in interview.
Mm-hmm. They had a similar situation here in the US where they did a study, like an experiment with job applications, and they changed the names so they would send the same exact application, resume, same experience, everything, but they just changed the name. to one that sounded more like urban, like it would come from a black community, versus one that was a more like, typical American white sounding, like John Smith versus a
Yeah,
different name. And they found that, when you had that more like black sounding name, you weren't as likely to get called in for an interview as the other people, even though you had the same application. So it's the same thing here. It's like a bias that people have, even if they're not conscious of it completely. It still seeps its way into, things like that. So,
yeah, similar situations. Similar situations are here that those color discrimination and caste discrimination. So discriminations are same here,
mm-hmm,
even in international level. So that's why even in rule in before the law that everyone in each person, each and every person before the law, we have same equality. But we go to deeper side in society, deeper side
mm-hmm,
in society, find out that. So they denied to giving rent house. Okay, if the house owner is from upper caste and lower
mm-hmm,
caste people, if they they ask to rent, they denied. They ask what is your they ask caste and they give silly answers. No, we means no, we are not giving for rent and we have some other work, so that's why we are not giving to you people. Like they will tell the people. So here in rent and sometime even in rural areas they don't want to cutting to these people,
mm-hmm.
lower people.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they denied to entering the temple.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why already I told that about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So in 1956, uh, he converted to Buddhism from Hindu. He conver- he converts to Buddhism. Uh, he converts 5 lakh people at once. So now that yeah, even changing, yeah, even social structure is changing. And you are from US, okay, okay. So you think that all Indian people are equal and their their community they are Hindu, they are living in same colony, but they don't share to means upper caste people. They don't mingle with the other people
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because they isolate to lower caste people. Even
Yeah.
after this session, if you have time, then you read Cisco case was there.
Cisco.
That Cisco is a company, okay, that was company in US based company that from the same city that own lower caste and upper caste people employees. They are employees from that company and he find out that when both people they are working in same company that upper caste person he is a like manager and lower caste person he is a like in that company he is a
Mm-hmm.
employee. So that that upper caste person HR person that manager he didn't take he didn't take in his group to lower caste person
Um,
because he knew his caste.
yeah, I've heard of
He
that. Like,
uh,
I have
he
some Indian friends here, and they say that they still feel it. Like it lingers here. I have a friend
yeah,
who's Fijian, so her family's Indian descent in Fiji, and she also feels like the difference between people from India and how they talk
okay,
to her.